It was supposed to be a routine visit. I had an ongoing property dispute. Nothing too dramatic. Just legal red tape over inheritance. My lawyer, Faisal, was someone I'd known for years. Not exactly a friend, but close enough that I trusted him with my case and, by extension, with my life. It was a hot Tuesday afternoon when I decided to swing by his place unannounced. He often worked from home, and I needed clarity on a court date that had suddenly been pushed. I figured it was quicker to drop and then to call and wait. I parked outside his apartment block, climbed the familiar stairs, and rang the bell. No answer. I rang again. Still nothing. But the door wasn't locked, just slightly ajar. Odd for someone who dealt with confidential files. Faisal? I called out, stepping inside cautiously. It's me, Zayan. No response. I walked in further. The living room was quiet, papers scattered, laptop open. A glass of whiskey half drunk on the table. Despite it being barely 2 p.m., that's when I heard it. A giggle, then a low moan, coming from down the hall. I froze. I wish I could tell you. I turned around. I wish I could say I respected the boundary. But something in me, some twisted mix of instinct and suspicion, pushed my feet forward. The bedroom door was half open, and that's when I saw her. Aisha, my girlfriend of over a year, naked, twisted in bed sheets that weren't hers. Her back arched, hair wild, laughing, with Faisal. My lawyer, the man I had trusted to defend me, was now on top of the woman I thought loved me. I didn't shout, didn't kick the door open. I just stood there, frozen, my heart pounding so loudly I could barely hear anything else. She saw me first. The color drained from her face instantly, like someone had flipped a switch. She pushed Faisal off, scrambling for the blanket, covering herself like it made a difference now. Zayan, wait, I can explain. Faisal just sat up, too stunned to say anything, then muttered pathetic, "It's not what it looks like." I laughed. A hollow, bitter, unbelievable laugh. Oh, really? Because from here, it looks like my girlfriend screwing my attorney. They both tried talking over each other. Excuses. Nonsense. She said we were drifting. He said it was a mistake. She said she missed me. He said it was the first time. I didn't stay to hear more. I walked out. Each step felt heavier than the last. The aftermath. That night, she came to my place, banged on the door, cried, begged. I was confused, she kept saying. You've been distant. I didn't respond, because in that moment, I realized she hadn't just betrayed me. She sold me out to someone who knew every vulnerability I had, every legal flaw I was navigating. Trust wasn't just broken. It was obliterated. I fired Faisal the next morning, found a new lawyer, one who didn't mix court files with bedroom secrets. As for Aisha, blocked, deleted, forgotten. People say betrayal feels like a knife in the back. That's wrong. It feels like a knife in your chest, held by the two people you trusted most, watching you bleed while they argue over who should feel worse. I didn't lose just a girlfriend that day. I lost my blind faith and found a truth more brutal than anything my case could have revealed. Sometimes, the real fight isn't in court. It's in discovering who's already made a deal behind your back. 2 weeks later. It's strange how quickly life shifts after the truth smashes through your comfort like a wrecking ball. The silence after betrayal is louder than any screaming match. I didn't go looking for closure. I didn't need it. What I needed was distance. From her. From him. From a version of myself that let it all slide for so long. I buried myself in work, focused on my case. The new lawyer, Mr. Rashid, was sharp, professional, and, thankfully, only interested in my legal documents, not my personal life. Still, word had started to spread. Mutual friends whispered. Some reached out, pretending to care. I ignored most of them. Until one evening, an old friend, Bilal, called me. Someone who knew both Aisha and me. "You okay, bro?" he asked, voice cautious. As okay as someone stabbed by two people he trusted can be. There was silence. Then he said something I didn't expect. "I'm just gonna say it. You dodged a bullet." I scoffed. Bit late for that. "No, you don't get it. Aisha, she's done this before. What? Yeah, with her ex and the one before him. Always with someone close to the guy. Some sick control thing. I didn't respond, because deep down, a part of me already knew. Aisha's final message. 3 weeks later, she sent one last message. Zayan, I know you hate me. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness. But I need to say this. It wasn't about you. You treated me better than I ever deserved. And I broke it anyway. I destroyed good things because I don't think I deserve them. I'm sorry. Truly. Please be happy, even if it's not with me. I didn't reply. What could I possibly say? That her apology healed nothing? That the damage she caused wasn't just emotional, it was foundational? That I no longer felt anger, just indifference? Moving on. Healing didn't come overnight. It came in fragments. Quiet mornings, honest conversations with myself, long walks with no destination. One night, I met someone new at a friend's dinner party. Her name was Michelle, soft-spoken, observant. She didn't try too hard, didn't flirt aggressively. She just listened, asked questions, laughed at my dry jokes. And when she asked, "What do you do?" I didn't launch into stories about my ex or lawyers or betrayal. I just said, I'm figuring it out. Because that's what healing really is, figuring it out. Not pretending it didn't happen. Not rushing into something new. Just breathing again. You'll want answers. You'll want revenge. You'll want to rewind time. But what you really need is clarity. Clarity to see the cracks before they become chasms. Clarity to understand that someone sleeping with your lawyer isn't a twist. It's a wake-up call. And most importantly, clarity to realize that walking away isn't weakness. It's strength. Because the moment I stepped out of that apartment, I didn't just leave a cheating girlfriend behind. I left behind the version of me that tolerated less than I deserved. And that's where the real justice began. 6 months later, the dust had long settled, but the echoes of that day never fully left me. Sometimes I'd pass by that office building, the place where everything unraveled, and feel a dull ache in my chest. Not because I missed Aisha, not even because of the betrayal. It was the trust one missed, the kind that lets you walk into a room without wondering what's hiding behind every smile. But 6 months gives you time. Time to think, time to heal, time to rebuild, not just your routine, but the relationship you have with yourself. Michelle and I, we stayed in touch. There were no games with her, no disappearing acts, no hot and cold emotional roller coasters, just calm conversations, easy silences, shared coffee on rainy mornings, and a kind of comfort I once believed only came after years, yet somehow arrived in weeks. One evening, we were walking along the beach. Quiet, just the sound of waves and our footsteps in the sand. I read once, she said, that betrayal cracks you open so light can get in. I looked at her. I don't know about the light, I replied, but I definitely feel less in the dark now. She smiled. That's something. I never saw Aisha again. She moved cities. Probably changed her number. Last I heard, she left a lawyer too. No surprise there. Betrayal rarely builds anything that lasts. It's more demolition than construction. Sometimes people ask if I ever regretted catching her that day, if I had preferred not to know. My answer is always the same. The truth hurt, but it hurt clean. Lies rot you from the inside out. Letter to myself. I wrote something in my journal a while back. I come back to it often. You didn't lose her. She lost you. You didn't fail. You found clarity. You weren't broken. You were being built into someone stronger. The new beginning. I'm not the same man who walked into that lawyer's office all those months ago, optimistic, trusting, unaware. That man got burned. But the one who walked out, he's still standing. Wiser, clearer, and finally free.